I'm here with Sheriff Tom Selman, and we're just talking a little bit about catching up since the last time I spoke to you. Around February, we kind of did a check-in, 2 weeks as you have been in office at that point, but now it's been over 90 days. So can you kind of tell me a little bit about some things that have happened around here since the last time we talked to you?
Yes, sure, Avery. Thank you. Well, one of the main priorities at the Sheriff's Department is to make sure that we can respond to the citizens' call for service. And staffing challenges can be an inhibitor to our ability to respond when our citizens call. So one of the first things that I got started after I was sworn into office is I went to the Commissioner's Court, and they have granted the Sheriff's Department some part-time deputies. We have a number of deputies that work on an irregular part-time basis that now we have on the payroll, and some of those guys have regular jobs, and they come in and help us on the weekend to where we can more fully staff a patrol shift. It's an officer safety issue when the staffing is low. It increases our response time in getting to the calls that come in, as well as when you have more guys on the shift, it kind of spreads the workload out, and it's not as stressful on them because just about after every call, they have to come to the office and they have reports to prepare. So while they're in the office working on reports, if a call comes in, they have to drop what they're doing and head out. So when we have more deputies on patrol or on a shift, then we're able to operate a lot more efficiently.
Yeah.
And I'm very thankful that the Commissioner's Court saw this opportunity and agreed with me that this would be one way that we could help provide a better service to our citizens, and they went along with it, and it has worked out great so far.
Yeah, and about how many positions? I know the last time we talked, there were several that were still open for deputies. How many of those have been filled, and how many more are there to go?
We've hired quite a number of deputies since I took office. We've made some really quality hires, and the guys that we've hired, the people out in the community would probably recognize them when they saw them because generally they come from other agencies. The police academy doesn't crank out new cadets or new officers on a real frequent basis. So generally the people that we bring in are those that have a lot of experience, and that helps us to have a shorter curve in the time that it takes to get them trained to our system and the way we do things. So it's been a real blessing to have some of these guys from other agencies that have stepped forward to come to work with us. We've hired a former police chief, a retired police chief. We've hired another one just this week that's coming to work for us. That's police chief in the area that is about to retire from his department. So I'm really excited about the experienced officers that are wanting to come aboard to work with us.
Yeah, and can you kind of just tell me, what are some other things that are going to be happening around here that Angelina County citizens can look forward to when it comes to just everything that you're doing here since you've taken office?
Well, we've got a number of projects that we're working on. Of course, the jail has been mentioned. We've got an addition to the jail that the Commissioner's Court have approved. And our CID, Criminal Investigations Division, we've been a little bit short-handed there, but we've been able to bring in a couple of new people for CID that have had a lot of experience. We're talking about maybe 50 years experience between the two that have come to work for us. So I'm real excited about our position for the future. Our staffing at the jail is we're nearly full. We have most of our detention officer positions have been filled, and that's going to help position us better for the future when our jail addition comes online. We've got to have the people to staff that. So that's the most important consideration around here is staffing. And so the commissioners have been working with us. I'm very pleased with the relationship that we have with them, and look forward to the months ahead to see what other new developments we may have here at the department.
Yeah, well, thank you so much. I appreciate you taking the time to talk to me. You can see more on this tonight at 6. I'm Avery Gorman with KTRE.